have our key speaker here. Bill Brady is a state senator and businessman from downstate Bloomington, Illinois. As governor, he will bring jobs back to Illinois, balance our state's budget, and restore integrity to our great state. Will you join me in welcoming our next governor, Bill Brady?
Well, good afternoon. What a great weekend to celebrate this country, our flag, our independence, and our Constitution, isn't it?
Yeah.
Nancy and I want to thank you for inviting us to be here. We're honored to be part of this organization as we fight to save our state and bring practical solutions, free enterprise, personal liberty, and personal responsibility back to Illinois. Nancy and I met 27 and a half years ago. We had the privilege of meeting at Illinois Wesleyan University where we both graduated. You see, I get $5 from the president of the university every time I say that. We decided that we would marry, we would raise our family, and we would build a business. And at that time, we didn't think there was a place better than the state of Illinois in central Illinois. But today, unfortunately, our fellow citizens don't have that same environment and that same opportunity. We are here today celebrating our nation's independence. But there are many of our friends, our relatives, and our neighbors who don't feel like celebrating because the policies that have been put in place over the last 8 years have dampened the economic environment and caused a loss of jobs in our state. A loss of jobs due to government that's too big, government that overtaxes, government that spends beyond our means, and government that serves the political elite instead of the citizens of this state. We're here today because we're going to change that. We're going to move Illinois from being the economic laughingstock of this world to the forefront of prosperity and progress. We're going to move Illinois from being the late night talk show host punchline to being the ideal of integrity in state government. And we're going to do that by supporting people who are up for office who will put your interests in front of their political interests. You know, unfortunately, this administration over the last 8 years has run a record of deficit, debt, and deceit, continuing to see Governor Quinn play the blame game. When it comes to economic policy, he blames President Bush, in spite of the fact that he and Governor Blagojevich have cost Illinois more jobs than almost every state in the nation in the last 8 years. When it comes to the backlog of unpaid bills, over $6 billion, rather than taking responsibility, he blames Dan Hines, the Democratic comptroller. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for leadership that will take responsibility and take the initiative to move this state forward and get rid of leaders who blame others for their mistakes. Governor Quinn's solution is to raise your taxes, to dig deeper into your pockets, to take from you in the private sector for a bigger, bloated government in the public sector. And to that, we say no. We've had enough of politicians who dig deeper into our pockets. Send them home. Send them home. To solve the fiscal crisis, he offers to sell Thompson Prison to Barack Obama and the federal government, to bring Guantanamo inmates, terrorists, to the state of Illinois. To that, we say no. We've had enough. Ladies and gentlemen, the answers are simple. If higher taxes and higher fees, more regulation, more litigation, deficits and debt worked, we'd be the #1 job-producing state in the nation. But we're not. We're ranked amongst every business publication as one of the worst states to do business, and jobs and dollars and people are fleeing our state at record levels. The answer is simple. No more new taxes. In fact, it's time for leadership that will reduce the size of the government, reduce the tax burden on families and businesses, and provide an opportunity where Illinois is the most competitive place to live, work, and do business. You see, we know that if we roll back taxes, like eliminating the sales tax on gasoline, like eliminating the estate tax penalty, rolling back the fees, cutting the bureaucracy out of state government, and rolling back the litigation, Illinois will become the place where businesses invest.